a God that would say, you have loyalty only to me. I come before everything, including your offspring. And if you know about Genesis, in this particular chapter, this guy had waited for this son forever and a day. And finally, when he got him, he was like happy. And then God came and said, hey, don't try it, give him up. So it's like, you put me before everything. And I got a feeling that if God spoke to me right now, and I really knew it was God, and he said, knock off everybody in your family, I would probably do it. If I was convinced that it was God. I mean, this is a hard thing. What you tell God? No.
Well, I don't think God would tell you that.
I would hope God would.
Well, see, that comes to my question. Is that a good quality to be unquestioned? Obedient. To be completely obedient, and unquestioned. You don't question why he wants you to do it or nothing. You just do it.
But if you thought it was God,
then I want to know why. I still want to know why he want me to kill my family. These people that raised me, these people that I love. Oh no.
Little faith. I would. It's interesting that you would say possessive.
What is it?
I would think that sometimes it might be more out of curiosity, because a lot of times people put forth views that they say that they have, yet they are not tested according to what they say. And sometimes it becomes necessary for an individual to prove that they are what they say they are, or that they believe what they say they believe, that they have unshaken faith in that. So, possessive, I would disagree with.
Would that be, would that really be, in looking at it, would that be really an act of faith, or as far as the sacrifice of a human being, or would that be an act of a madman? I would actually question myself. If I was spoken to, I would automatically doubt it. I would, maybe I wouldn't have reacted the same as Abraham. I would have automatically doubted, just like he said. What kind of God will request such like the murder of your own flesh and blood?
What do you? Then another one thing I would question is, if I didn't carry out his command, what would be the consequences for me not carrying out his command? In other words, if he ordered me to kill my family, if I didn't do it, if I said no, like you say, how do you say no to God? You know what I'm saying? If I did say no, what would be the
I mean, that's a good question, because we know Abraham was given a promise. He was going to be the father of many nations. So, and this was an agreement made between him and God. So I think he was put in a position where he was like the faithful one. He was the example for the nation. So the question is, pivoting off of Wendell, if Abraham would have disobeyed God, what would have happened to Abraham? Or was he too afraid to not to? Because this was the ultimate sacrifice. Like Eddie said, he waited for this son, man, forever and a day. This was the ultimate sacrifice to him.
And in doing so, I mean, God knows what's in your heart, And in doing so, like somebody said, he's a jealous God, and that love that he had for God before God gave him his son, it shifted. It could have shifted with, though he was, he had to be tested with this pearl that God had given him. I mean, Midas was tested, and plenty more before them with different tests, and these were things that they held dear, to them, and it got so, and it could have gotten so that in his heart he felt more love for his son as a God or God. So this was the ultimate test, like you said. And when he realized that he would draw his knife on his own son, God realized that there was no need to carry it out, because he brought him back to his senses, to his true God. You know, the way I look at it, you know, because we have a tendency of, especially guys, people that's striving to do righteous, we have a tendency to forget for a moment and get caught up, you know, and next thing you know, we gone off the path, and we have to be slapped back into reality in one form or another. A test, you know, do you really love a thing that you say that you love? Do you think you will be left alone to say you believe and not be tested? You know,